All right, let's dive into a story today. A story all about perception, about how we judge people and, the incredible power that can be hiding in silence. This one might just make you rethink how you see the quiet people all around you.
I mean, think about it. Have you ever just completely gotten someone wrong? We all do it, right? You see someone, you make a snap judgment, and boom, you've written a whole story about them in your head. But what happens when that story you've created is just totally, completely wrong?
So, our story starts in a place we all know pretty well, a classroom. But right in the middle of it all, there's this one student who's different. They stand out for a really simple reason. They're silent.
And I mean, day after day, this student is there, a constant presence, but they never say a word. No raising their hand, no whispering to a friend, not a peep during group projects. Just silence. And let me tell you, in a loud, buzzing classroom, that kind of silence, it's deafening.
And of course, people started to fill in the blanks. Everyone around them, the other students, even the teachers, they all pretty much came to the same conclusion. They thought, oh, they must be arrogant or disengaged, totally uninterested. It wasn't just that they noticed the quietness. They judged it. They saw it as a weakness. But here's the thing. What they saw was only one side of the coin. What they didn't see, well, that was a total mystery.
Okay, so now the scene is about to change, and I mean dramatically. We're leaving that quiet classroom behind and heading out onto the open road. And trust me, out there, everything is about to change.
It all starts out like any other day, really. It's a school trip, so you can just imagine the vibe, right? The energy's super high, the bus is just buzzing with kids laughing and talking. The usual field trip chaos. Everything was just normal.
And then, just like that, it wasn't. In a single moment, all of that normalcy just disappeared. The entire day was shattered by something terrifying, something nobody saw coming.
The bus driver just faints, slumps right over the steering wheel. Suddenly, this massive bus is out of control, lurching all over the place, heading straight for the side of the road. And all that happy chatter? Gone. Replaced by pure, raw panic. Screams are everywhere. It's absolute chaos.
But wait. In the middle of all that screaming, all that chaos, one person is completely calm, perfectly still, and it's the last person anyone on that bus would have ever expected.
See, while everyone else was just freaking out, lost in the fear, our silent student was doing something else. They were watching, assessing. They didn't scream. They just acted. With this incredible, almost eerie focus, they get up, move to the front, grab the wheel, and just calmly steer this giant, out-of-control bus to a safe stop.
And just like that, the bus is silent again. But this isn't the student's silence. This is a silence of total, absolute shock. Everyone is just staring at this kid who just saved all their lives, and you can practically hear the question hanging in the air. How? How could the arrogant, disengaged person we all wrote off be the only one who did something?
And this right here, is the whole point of the story. This is the answer to that question mark we saw earlier. The truth is, that student's silence, it was never, ever a weakness. It was actually their greatest strength.
You see, this student grew up in a really chaotic, loud home, just constant noise. And to deal with it, to survive it, they learned how to tune everything out. They basically built this bubble of intense calm and focus inside their own head. So for them, silence wasn't empty, it was a tool. It was how they learned to think clearly when the world around them was literally falling apart.
It's summed up perfectly here, isn't it? We live in a world that's so noisy, a world that rewards being loud and having an opinion on everything, and it's so easy to forget that there is incredible power in just being quiet and observing and being calm and just thinking.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, it's a huge reminder that our first impressions, they're usually just that. They're impressions, not the whole truth. Silence doesn't automatically equal bored or arrogant. Sometimes it means someone is thinking deeply. It can be a sign of intense focus or even incredible inner strength. It's really a challenge for all of us, isn't it? To look a little deeper, to look past what's on the surface.
And that really leaves us with one last question to chew on. Just think about your own life for a second. At work, maybe in your group of friends, or even your family. Who is that silent observer? Who's the quiet one that you've maybe kind of written off? What incredible strengths could they be holding on to, just waiting for the right moment to shine?